Guys, all right, guys. So I had to make a new one. Let me know if you're here now. Are you here now? Donna. Present. Jessica is present. Okay. It this. Okay, good. So I have to make a new link. So now I have to be sharing the new link and waiting for our guests to log back in. Awesome. Good. So I'm glad that everything is back on track. So let me share this new link with the others so that they know where to join. Good evening, Carol. Evening, Jessica. Julie live with us this week. Yes. Here, Chantel is here already. All right, so this was a quick link that I did over, so I have to go fix that back. But let me just send back the link to share with others. I know I sent it also. Yes, okay. So I think we're back on. I can't wait. The guest is my aunt. Love her. Oh, that's so sweet. I bet you do. All right, so we're sharing the link. Guys, please share the link. If you had shared the link and you know somebody wanted to watch, go ahead and share the new link. That's what I'm trying to do here, share the new link so that people will know where to join or where to find us. Don't know what happened to that one. It was so perfect. Yes, man. Julie says she's here. So roll call. We're calling. I know Lisa is here. Carol, Shanae, everybody's here. Guys, go ahead and share the link. While we are here, giving a few more people to join, I want to thank you all for joining us this evening. I know you're waiting to hear from one of your classmates because she's been sitting here with us in class every day. So I know you're waiting to hear from your classmate to support her and cheer her along while she shares her experience and her journey with you. So without any further ado, I'm just going to wait a few minutes more for others to join. Tanya is here. Good evening, everyone. All right. So, guys, if you did not get a chance to catch up on the new videos, a new video is out where I shared with you some more schools that do direct hiring. I know a lot of you want to go on the programs, but sometimes you have to do your research and check on to other programs, other districts that do direct hiring. You don't have to be on a program, or you don't always have to be on a program. There's another way for you to get to where you're going. First time on the live. Welcome, Alicia. So I did share that this morning with you about some school districts that do direct hiring. If you're interested in that, in Los Angeles, Arizona, and Las Vegas. Check that out. Share the link, guys. And then we're going to begin shortly. I did also show how to apply for your Texas license. I did talk about Texas in one of my videos, and I shared how to get your Texas license. It's a little more expensive than the Georgia license, but if that's where you want to go, there's your, part one on how to get your Texas license. Now, today in the house, guys, our guest today, we had a lovely lady last week, Julie Livermore. She's in the house with us today. I see she has joined us in class this evening, and she did an awesome job. So many people reached out to say they have learned so much from Julie, and they have learned so much more about the program, and they can see firsthand from a Jamaican teacher what is it that they are up against when they're here in the United States. So today we have with us our own Diane Ricketts. But let me introduce you to Diane Ricketts before we get to see her and hear from her. So Diane is a mother of 4 beautiful children. She's a wife of a handsome husband. And she's also a graduate of the best teachers college, in her words, not mine. She's a graduate of the best teachers college, the Jamaica Teachers College. And she wanted me to share the motto, do it with thy might. Okay, so all the Myconians, I know you want to hear that. The best teachers college in the world, but I'm going to stick with my own. All right. So Diane earned her bachelor's in primary education from the International University of the Caribbean, IUC. I don't know if IUC is still using that name or if they have changed. I was trying to get some information on that other day. I'm not sure. And you must also congratulate Diane because she recently chit-chat, that's how I feel. Diane recently completed her master's at Walden University. I tell you, when you come on the programs, don't come with your first degree and leave with your first degree. You need to take it up a notch if it's even to the next level. And Diane did just that. So you all need to congratulate her. She did her degree at Walden University, and she has 13 years of teaching experience. A quote that Diane loves is, educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. So that's a quote she goes by. And as I said, a lovely, vibrant, vibes master. For those who know her, I had the privilege of meeting Diane at St. Anne's Primary, where we both taught there for several years. And when I tell you about vibes, bringing the vibes, that's Diane Ricketts. Any song to go with our content, that is her. Mathematics, her favorite subject to teach. And I'm telling you, when she start the jig and the jug and the dance with those songs, the kids better learn the concept. So I did enjoy working with Diane at St. Anne's Primary. If anybody from St. Anne's Primary is on the live, shout out. You know, that's our roots. So without any further ado, live and in living colors, Miss Diane Ricketts. Yes.
Positive vibrations. Wagwan peeps. Wagwan friends. Oh, big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. I want to say shout out. Can I do the big up right now?
Go ahead, Diane. Go ahead.
Yes. I want to big up Father God first and foremost, the head of my life. I want to big up Stephanie. Stephanie, I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you for your platform. I've learned so much. I've shared so much with other friends that I've learned. You are God sent, and may God continue to bless you and your family. And I just want to bless up all my classmates, all the people in the chat, all the people who are supporting Stephanie's channel. Big up on yourself. Big up, big up, big up. All right?
All right. So that's it. So we're going to go straight into it. Diane is ready in her Jamaican attire. Jamaica to the world. She's representing. So, Diane, tell us a little about yourself and the program that you're on.
So, I'm on Participate, formerly known as VIF. As Stephanie said in one of her videos, what type of program is it, Stephanie?
The Elite.
The Elite. Well, to me, it's the best program in the world. I love this program. This program gave me the opportunity, to come to America and to teach. So I'm going to big up this program. So with this program, you must have a bachelor's degree, right? To be a part of this program. You must be able to drive. You must have a driver's license. And driving for at least 1 year. You must have at least 2 years teaching experience, right? That is one of the requirements. And recently they added that you must be vaccinated, but that's just recently. Yeah, so those are just the major requirements that you need. And you must be fluent in English. So basically, like most of the other programs,
Yes.
that's what they offer. So
Yes.
they gave me the opportunity to come on this program, and I'm gonna big them up. Participate, great program.
Yes, and I think, and I say they're elite because they've been around for a long time, and I think they strive to get the best of the best on their program, and I've seen it in their recruitment process and stuff like that. But let's get into our questioning with Diane. Can you tell us, Diane, what motivated you to come to teach abroad, and
Okay.
why USA?
Okay, I really love this question. No, I'm not gonna beat around the bush, people. I'm gonna be honest. Now, money was what the first thing that motivated me was money.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you why. When I graduated Michael, it took me over 5 years before I could get a job in Jamaica.
Wow.
Having 3 kids at the time, graduated Michael, took 5 years before I could get a job, like a real job in a real school. I started teaching in Jamaica late. So getting my diploma, I couldn't get a degree because I didn't have a job. But thankfully, I was employed later on by the St. Anne's Primary, where I met Stephanie. And then and there, I decided that I'm going to do my degree. And Stephanie is the one who told me about these programs, let me tell you that. And after a while, things wasn't just adding up. So the money was the first motivator. I'm going to be honest. I wanted more money financially to take care of myself and my family. Other than that, I wanted to learn about, the culture, and I wanted to share my culture.
Yes.
So that was another biggie for me, why I decided, why I chose the US. The US is closer than anywhere else. I didn't want to go to those far countries. I was just trying this thing out for the first. I didn't want to go too far, and I left family back home, so didn't want to go too far. So yes, but the money was the biggest motivator for me.
All right. So, was it difficult for you to get a teaching job abroad? I know a lot of people, they spend years and years and years trying to get on a teaching program with no luck. How was it for you? How difficult was it for you?
Well, to tell you the truth, it wasn't difficult. Let me tell you the story.
Yes,
I wasn't the one who, even though you told me about the program, I wasn't the one who went ahead and did the application first. My husband, because he's also a teacher, he's the one who did the application. Reason being, I could not drive as yet.
Yes.
And that was one of the requirements, right?
Yes.
So I told him that, he should go ahead and try. Now, when he tried this program, the people, they are so caring. They asked him, what type of job does your wife do?
Yeah.
He told him, my wife is a teacher. And they said, let your wife apply too. Yes, so that is how, and I, started the driving, and because you have to come with the driving thing.
Yes.
Started to do the driving. So he actually came before me, right? And what they did, they placed us in the county that they placed us at, they placed us in the schools that were near. Right. Because they took into consideration that, we're a family, we might have one car, my husband was driving, so they placed us in close range. So that is one of the perks of this program, and it's a family-oriented program. Participate to the world. So, awesome. So it wasn't difficult. So once he did the application, right away we were chosen. We didn't have to apply to any other program. And back then, I remember we had to go to Montego Bay, so the hotel where they came down and did the interview. We had to do a mini lesson. Oh my goodness, I remember that morning so clear in my head when we were driving through those treacherous roads going to Montego Bay. So, yes, it was easy. Easy. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for those who are listening and you know you're a teacher, your spouse is a teacher, it might just be your lucky day, like Diane, because she said her husband is the one who got through on the program, and then it fell back right in her lap where she was invited to apply. That sounds like a good program that's really looking out for family.
Yes,
So
it
yes,
is.
yes, Diane. All right, so what were your major? You told us about the major requirements that you needed to go on the program, and you also say the reason you did not apply was that you didn't or you couldn't drive at that time. How difficult did you find it after getting here and not being able to drive? But this your husband is driving, but did it work out? How did it work?
Yes, it eventually worked out because, I'm going to be honest, right now I'm still not driving because I'm depending on my husband to do the driving. But I think I have a driving phobia, but I'll get there. I'll get there. But it's working out because, as I said, we work in close proximity to each other. So, and then again, let me tell you a little more. We are doing the math in terms of the money, right?
Yeah.
Right now, it's not economical to own two cars. So
Right.
that's another reason. One car can get us from point A to point B, and we're
Mhm.
good. But it's
Good.
all about saving the little dough.
Yes. All right. So
Yes.
tell us, what are some of the benefits? What are some of the benefits that you have experienced while teaching abroad?
Great benefits. The experience that I gain, money cannot buy it. Money cannot buy the experience that I've gained.
Yes.
Um, the teaching strategies, the personal development workshops, the culture, the school that I'm placed at. I love my school. I love my school. The first time when I came, I started teaching first grade, right? So
Yeah.
I've experienced teaching first grade, kindergarten, second grade, and third grade remediation. So the first time when I came, I dropped in first grade and I met another Jamaican teacher in first grade. Miss Maureen, big up yourself anywhere you are. Yes, lovely teacher. And she took me under her wings. She took me under her wings and she showed me the ropes. She showed me what to do. And you don't know, we Jamaicans, once we come and
Yeah.
we find somebody in our corner to, help us along the way, we'll
Yeah.
get it quick and fast. So the experience in terms of like the workshops, there are tons of work, professional development, they call them,
Yeah.
that you can get involved in, right? And as I said, the culture, I get to meet people from South Africa, from from the Philippines. Like my school is like a cultural melting pot. And at
Yeah.
my school, we have approximately about 10 Jamaicans. My school is officially an international school right now. A lot of international teachers. So
Wow.
yes, so I get to learn the culture of the other, people from
Yeah.
the other countries, and even with the kids, because the kids, I have different Spanish kids, so I get to learn their culture. So the experience, learning another person's culture and sharing yours, it's something that I'm telling you, money can't buy. Yes, so
Right.
I'm really loving it.
Yeah.
There's a lot that I will take back with me back into Jamaica, a lot. I've
Yeah.
gained a wealth of knowledge just coming on this experience.
Okay. So I know a lot of people been asking about lesson planning, and lesson planning is something that a lot of teachers are, I don't want to say scared of, but lesson planning can take up a lot of our time, but it must be done. What is lesson planning like for you?
Well, lesson planning for me is that they have like what you call like a curriculum where you can pull everything from. You still have to do your plan, but it's pre-made,
Yes.
right? So you will have to just go and pull from different areas, activities, standards or objectives, and, create it to make your own. But
Yeah.
all the resources are there for you to make your plan. It's not like you're going to make something out of your head. It's already there on the system. So you'll just go and, organize, put it together.
Yeah.
Different places do different things, because other places, they already have plans that are made where they're just, use those plans. But some places you have to do your extra preparation. So
Yeah.
that is, yes.
So I want to add to that, Dan, because I know in some school districts, like the one that I was in first, they had their teaching manuals. That's what they call them. That goes with the curriculum. And in the
Right.
manual, it basically has the lesson plan, like basically word for word, what the teacher should say, and responses, or some responses that they should look for from the teachers. And I know at my school district, they did not have a problem for you to just refer back to the teacher's manual and say page 4 or page 5. That's what I'm going to be doing for reading. I know some school districts will allow that because the manual is already there. It's already written. You're just going to say which lesson you're going to be teaching and what you're going to be focusing on. So as Diane said, it depends on the district or the school that you're on, what the lesson plan is going to look like. Guys, remember to share. I know a lot of people were on the first live and they might still be on waiting to see if we're going to start. But if you knew that somebody was coming on, share the link, the new link to the others that you know wanted to see it. All right. So my next question is, Diane, how did you find a salary in terms, and I know you said money was the main reason why you went on the program. How was the salary when you compare it back home and things you have to do back home, plus you had bills here that you still had to take care of?
Yes. So the salary, you got to be careful with the salary now, because I realize that teachers are underpaid all over the world. But compared to back home, it varies. So it depends. I'm going to talk about me. Compared to back home, a degree pay, 3.5 times a degree pay. Do the math, right? But if you come and you get that, you have to take in consideration, as Stephanie said, your bills here and your bills back home. Because let me go a little deeper. I owe for land back in Jamaica. I owe for my degree. Remember now, when you leave Jamaica and come abroad, your responsibilities in Jamaica should still stand. Well, for me, it have to stand because I have to pay the people them for them degree. And whatever me who are Jamaica, me have to pay for it. It depends. So you're going to budget accordingly. You have to live here. You need a car. You have to pay rent. All of that. Food. If you have a family, if you have kids. So you have to budget carefully. Carefully is the word. You have to make a budget and push everything into your budget. Yeah, but the money, way more. You can eat a food. You can eat a food. Yeah. What happened to the live? Hello?
You didn't hear me? Let me repeat again.
I didn't hear you.
Yes, give us some examples of what are some of the things you did to make sure that you are covering bills here and back home. I know with me, some of the things that I did was, as I said earlier in one of my lives, Dollar Tree was my best friend initially. Flea markets, try to be within my means until things could settle. And what were some of the things that you did?
Yeah, when you just come, remember, it's like you take your whole life and you come up here, you're starting all over.
Yes.
You need furniture, you need all of that stuff. So you gotta shop carefully. Find, as I said, find someone who can help you, someone who can advise you. Because if you don't have anyone to advise you, you're gonna, not really know the deals and know what to do so you can stay afloat. So it is good. Yes, it is good if you find someone in your corner. Some of the programs of advisors, like my program, We have advisors who can advise you, and where to shop. But if you know someone else who's on the program before you, a friend or, a colleague, reach out to those persons and, say, hey, so and so and so. But you gotta be careful, man, and where you shop, compare the prices and try to live within your means, because you don't want to, overrun the thing and then you get frustrated and say, oh my, I want to go back home. So you gotta live within your means, budget, find someone who can advise you. Someone who can advise you. Yes.
Okay. All right. Tell us about, you said when you came, you were in first grade, second grade, third grade. Yes, you mentioned something about third grade. I don't remember what you said about third grade, but what were your average class size? And tell us also about your students. What are your students like?
Average class size, 20. 20, right. Kids are kids all over. Kids are kids all over. It's just what you do. So it's not like you're going to meet up on challenges, people. It's not all going to be hunky-dory, right? Say, for example, you get a class. You have to manage your class. You have to be a great classroom manager, right? So kids are kids all over. You're going to have the ones who are on task and the ones who are not on task. But what is it that you're going to do as a teacher? You understand, to get your class doing what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You have to build that relationship. You have to create that conducive environment, right? You have to be consistent, right? So you have to think about all the classroom management strategies that you can and decide which is going to work. If you try this one this minute and it doesn't work, you have to try another one. And you have to plan. Plan. You have to plan for your class, because if you don't plan for your class, you're going to have a problem. You're going to have a serious problem. So classroom management, key.
Classroom management is a key. All right. So I know you say you're at first grade. I know some school districts, once you're in the lower school, like pre-K to first grade, some schools even second grade, you have a second person, like a full-time paraprofessional with you. Is your school district like that?
Yes. When I was in second grade, I have a part-time TA, teacher assistant, they call them. When I was in kindergarten, I had a full-time TA. Now second grade, still part-time. So yes, I get help with teacher assistants. Yeah.
So basically kindergarten full-time, but part-time once you reach grade 1. Good.
Right.
All right. So what about resources? How is resources in your school district? Are resources readily available for you?
Plentiful. Plentiful. Resources like mangoes.
What kind of mango? Most black mango, if you say mango.
Yes, the resources, a lot of resources. Even pencils, and all those things you can think about. Pencils, erasers, it goes right down to there. Yes, books are available. Technology is available. Every child has their own computer. So resources, plentiful. I love it.
So your school offers any stipend or whatever for resources, or you just have to get resources from your school admin?
No, so every year they offer you a certain amount that you can use to go buy whatever it is you want for your class. Any extra pretty decoration. We Jamaican teachers, we love our classroom to look very hot. So I know all teachers, they want to fix their classroom up. So they give you extra for you to go and buy that extra pretty stuff to fix their classroom up. But the main resources, they are there. Chart paper, sticky paper, all of those, they already have those available.
Okay. I see somebody in the chat is asking, I just want to answer, can you apply for a kindergarten position as a primary trained teacher? The way it works is, with your degree, once the district, or should I say the State Department, evaluate it, they're going to determine the type of degree you're going to be getting. And from there, you'll know what grades you can teach. For example, myself, in Jamaica, I did a primary education degree, both in my diploma and in degree. But when I came here, I was certified as an early childhood teacher initially. I don't know how, but for some reason, that's the certification I got. So I can teach kindergarten and stuff like that. But if you have a primary education degree, you're going to have to teach primary grades. I just wanted to clarify that. So let's go back to Diane. Diane, what opportunities for growth have you been exposed to as an international teacher? What have you done since you've been here and participate to say, okay, when I go back to Jamaica, I'm taking this with me so that my kids back home can benefit from it, not just your kids, but also you as an individual, as a teacher?
Tons of professional development, as I said before. Reading strategies, word study. There are so many, I can't even begin to name. But what I love about how they do things here, you see, if they come with something or come with a program, they're going to train you, right? They're going to train you on what to do. So they provide tons and tons of professional development. Sometimes when I check my email, I see this. You can join this professional development. You can go to this, do this course. So it is just readily available. It depends on what you do, right? Or you know, if you have the time to take up all of them. But it is good for you to do some of them when you can, because it helps to strengthen your craft as a teacher.
Yes.
And remember, you're in a new setting. So you want to learn all that you can so that when you go in front of those kids, you can give them all the juice that they deserve based on how they do things here, right?
Yeah.
So tons of professional development. And as Stephanie said, I upgraded myself. You know, the old brain went to study again.
Yes.
And I did a master's. So I'm really grateful for this opportunity because I don't think I could have do master's in medicine in Jamaica. I tell you the truth. So I'm really happy for the opportunity.
Yes. Well, that's good. That's good to know, Dan. And we want to encourage other teachers when they come also to take these opportunities, take advantage of them, because at the end of the day, you're becoming better educators and being better able to, you know, depart knowledge to our students.
Yes. And if I may add, Stephanie,
go ahead.
When you just come, it doesn't mean that you're gonna have to rush into doing to do a master's or to do a PhD, because I know a lot of the Jamaicans coming with their masters. You know, just take your own time and, you know, save, and then, you know, when the opportunity presents itself, you go ahead and do it. So, but don't overwhelm, because I did mine just 2020. And I got a good deal because it was in the, you know, when we had virtual learning, so I got good time to study, you know. So just snatch the opportunity when it comes and when you can afford it.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, so let me ask you, Dan, what about the seasonal changes? How have you been dealing with that? Being that you're from the Caribbean, I know in North Carolina, you have snow. I thought you had snow every year, but I'm learning not every year. But tell me about it.
I love it. I love it. I love it here because I love changes. And here it changes. Sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's very hot, sometimes it's chilly. And as you said, sometimes we get a little snow. Because the first time I saw snow was 2018 when I came. And guess what? I saw snow Friday gone. My kids had a blast in the snow. So I love the changes. You know, a taste of everything.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
All right. So, do you know of any other programs? I know teachers on here might be wanting to go on a program, but they don't know of many or they know about a few. Do you know of any that you could share with them?
Well, faces, I don't really know a lot about them other than what I've heard from like you, Stephanie, but faces, I know about faces. I know about EPI, global partners. And yeah, that's basically it. But participate is the one that I can really speak on because that's
Yeah.
my program, VIF, formerly known as VIF.
Okay.
But
All right.
it is good to, research and see what these programs have to offer, see if
Mm-hmm.
it's the best fit for you. And Savannah, Teach Savannah, that's the recent one that,
Yeah.
we are all learning about. But do your research, guys. Do your research. See which one is, offering you what you need and
Yeah.
make a run for it.
All right. So, what about dress code for teachers? How do they dress compared to how we dress for school back home?
Well, it's not so dressy, but where I am, it is professional. It is formal. You can still wear your stocking and your dressy. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
because it's
professional.
Jamaican teachers there, so it's gonna be dressy.
Yes, and on Fridays we get to wear, mostly Fridays we can wear our jeans. But as I said, it's almost a Jamaican school, so,
Yeah.
you know.
All right. Tell me about COVID. You mentioned COVID earlier. How did that impact you in the classroom as a classroom teacher? And did you have to do online teaching?
Yes, I had to do online teaching over a year. I was online. It was really long, but I embraced it. I think I fell in love with online teaching. I became an expert at it. When I
Wow.
just yes, when I just started, oh my goodness. But what I did, I practiced with my kids and my spouse at home. So when we heard that yes, we're gonna have to present screen, we're gonna have to do Zoom, and we're gonna have to present slides and all of that, I said okay. So I went to work and I created the links, and I'm in one room, they're in one room, and I presented, and they joined, and can you hear me? And I do my tests, presented my slides.
Yeah.
One of the time I remember I was presenting the video and they were not hearing the video, and I was like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? Why they're not hearing the video? Like when you're presenting a YouTube video for them. So and I didn't give up, I fixed it. And that's how I did my preparation. I also practiced with my colleagues. Yes.
Yeah.
And we got it. Right now, I'm an online expert. I can share a screen, share a blackboard, can
Yeah.
see the kids writing on the blackboard. A lot of stuff I've learned. Lots of stuff I've learned because of online teaching. It's just another way of presenting the information and the concept to the kids.
Yes.
And my kids did very well to me online. The set of kids that I had. Yes,
Yeah.
they were able to do whatever it is that I wanted them to do. And as I said, I became an expert on sharing. So, for example, if I said to them, you need to go on this platform to do your reading, and they say, Miss, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. I say, hold on a minute. Let me share my screen.
Yes.
And I shared my screen and I walked them through step by step what they're supposed to do. So I embraced it, and yes, I embraced it.
Yeah, myself, I also enjoyed online teaching. And then I find that some teachers, they kind of want to say, oh, like they want to say, why you want to enjoy online teaching? The kids are not there in the classroom, and it's better if the kids are. But I found that I was enjoying myself teaching the kids online. The kids were enjoying themselves. They're still learning. I enjoyed online teaching also, and I'll do it again.
Yes, me
So,
too.
yeah, I'll
Anytime.
do it again. All right. would you recommend teaching and living in the United States to other teachers who are interested? I know a lot of teachers are interested in working here in the United States. Is that something you would recommend?
Yes, 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 yes. As I
Why?
said before, the experience that you will gain in terms of, because teaching here is so different from back home, right? The experience that you will gain, money can't buy it. It will make you a better educator, a better, you know,
Yeah.
it's not that I know that we don't know, you don't know, so we come here. Great, right? Big up as can I do a big up?
Yeah, man, go
Big
ahead.
up, big up, big up, big up to all the teachers' colleges in Jamaica.
Yeah.
You are awesome. I'm so proud of all my Jamaican teachers. When they come here, they shine, right?
Yes.
So, yes, back to the story. Yes, I would recommend just do your research, see which one fits you, and just do your thing. You can, come learn new strategies. There are so many strategies. Guys, I can't even, there's not enough time to tell you how many different learning styles, learning strategies, small group learning, differentiation. Oh, it's so much. The experience, it is great. It will make you a better educator.
Yeah. So
So I would recommend.
I'm gonna ask you this, Diane. Do you see yourself going back home in the classroom, or do you see yourself moving out of the classroom here in the United States?
That's a difficult question. No, no, I think I'm gonna retire as a teacher. It's my passion. I know it is getting harder and harder, but I really love what I do. This thing, you have to love it.
Yes.
It comes with so many challenges. I love what I do. So I'm not sure where I'm gonna retire, but
Yes.
I definitely gonna stick it out
In the classroom.
in the classroom or somewhere in education. Because the sky is the limit, guys. The sky is the limit. Who knows? But contributing to education somewhere in that field, that's where I'm gonna hang the spikes up.
Okay. All right. So tell us, if a teacher was to ask you for guidance on teaching abroad, what would you say? Somebody
What
wants to go the program, or they're here but they need some guidance. What would you say to that teacher?
some guidance as in terms of
In terms of coming here to teach and they need guidance, how would
okay.
you guide them?
All right. So as Julie said in the live last week, you must have an open mind. Come with an open mind, right? You must be flexible. Flexibility is key. You should try and adapt quickly, right? Adapting can be very difficult when we just come to this place. I'm telling you, I'm going to be honest, with the culture shock and everything, but just try your best to adapt quickly, Find someone in your corner. That is key. Find someone in your corner who can assist you, who can help you. Ask questions. Ask questions.
Yes.
Don't just do a standoff thing. That won't work. Ask questions. Do your research, right? Do your research. So, yeah, that's basically it.
Good.
But
So
make
teacher,
sure, find someone in your corner. Because as I said before earlier, when I drop in first grade and Miss Maureen got a hold of me and, she said, come Ricketts, this is how you do this. This is how you do that. And she just spell it out.
yes.
She just ABC it out. And I didn't have to go anywhere else or ask anyone else because,
Yes.
got it. Got it. So find people in your corner. If there's another Jamaican at the school or your place, don't be afraid to go and ask them. How do we do this? How do we do that? Because let me tell you, see, my school, when the Jamaicans come to my school, all the other Jamaicans that are there rally around them. Class to be fixed, if bulletin boards to pretty up bulletin boards and all that stuff. You see, when you look all in one classroom, you see all 5 Jamaican teachers with the one teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fixing up their boards, organizing their class, bringing resources and everything. Yes, so that's why I love my school.
So Miss Maureen is a Jamaican also.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she's a Jamaican, a real nice Jamaican teacher. She showed me all the ropes. Mm-hmm. And other teachers were there too that, pull me under their wings and, tell me what to do, explain and say, anything you need, come and ask. But, because Miss Maureen was in first grade, I was closer to her.
Yes.
But all the teachers rallied around for real. So if you drop in a school where Jamaicans are, and they are kind, as we are always kind, no problems. You have no problems.
Yes.
So I would definitely recommend you trying out any of these programs.
So I'm hearing open-minded, flexible, ask questions. You repeat that 2 times. Ask questions. Don't be like standoffish and like, oh, I don't want to ask any question. I'm going to do this on my own. We all need each other. So asking questions is going to be vital in you getting that information that you need in order to be successful, especially if the others have been there before you. Is that correct?
Yes. And remember, no man is an island. No one stands alone.
All right. I think I've gotten all my questions that I wanted to ask Diane. Now, guys, if you have questions, now it's your turn to put those in the chat and we can get those questions answered. Diane, Julie said, big up yourself.
Big up yourself, Julie. Oh, I have another tip that I wanted to share.
Go ahead.
Be positive. Be positive and come with the right attitude. And also come willing to is a part of being open-minded, but come willing to relearn or learn new things, right? Yes, that's very important. And once you have those qualities, you're on your way.
Yes.
On your way. Big up yourself, celebrity Julie. Art of love with them.
All right, so I'm gonna say some of the congratulations and stuff that were in the box earlier while they get their questions ready. Lisa said congrats. Dana said congrats. Come to Diane Masters and Beer Things. Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Said, congrats. People are shout out Michael in the chat. I don't know why. Jessica Francis said congrats, Diane. Tara said congratulations, Diane. Vibes lady. Okay, them need some vibes, Diane. What's something?
Positive vibrations. Positive vibrations. Positive vibrations.
Right. Alicia said, congratulations, colleague. Alicia Murray Hall. I guess that's somebody you and I study together.
Big up yourself.
Congratulations. All right. So Dana said, money yo in Diane's voice. Appear all you talk what's in the chat box. All right, so that is it, guys. We're going to the question. We're going to give Diane a 30-second break so she can drink some water. Our throat might be dry. And then we go straight to the questions. All right, guys, thanks for Waiting. I know I started to answer some of the questions as I saw them earlier. And now we're ready. No macaroni here, Josephites all the way. All right. I don't see any questions, guys. You don't have any questions. You don't get all the questions answered already.
Yes, all the questions were answered. Big up all the St. Josephites.
Better.
Didn't I earlier? Didn't I? Of course I did. But do it with thy might.
Why St. Joseph who say St. Joseph? All right, somebody was asking about the course evaluation. Definitely, if you are, that was in the chat. Definitely, if you are doing any type of application to go abroad to teach, you're going to need to do that course application, that course evaluation for them to see how well your degree matches up to their degree here.
Yeah.
Hacks et bonum. What that mean to chat? Me know say St. Joseph thing. Dana says she's seriously cannot think about a question. Guys, what do you think about your question next week or next guest? Hear about the next guest now, why you have to be here for the next guest. She did not only leave Jamaica and teach in the United States, but she left Jamaica. She came to the United States. She left the United States and now she's in the Middle East teaching there as an international teacher. You don't want to miss that live to hear what her experience was here like here in the United States and what her experience is like
in the Middle East.
In the Middle East. Because I know a lot of people trying to get on programs in United States, but there are other countries, there are other avenues. Guys, we just need to do our research. You don't want to miss our next guest next week, Olivia Palmer. So she will be sharing her experience here in the United States as well as in the Middle East. The only difference with that live is that it's not going to be on a Sunday because of time difference. We might be doing it on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. So if you would like to hear from Olivia about her experience in the United States and the Middle East, where she can compare and contrast for us the advantages and the disadvantages with both, and then you can have another idea of other areas or other countries, then you don't want to miss that. So let's go back to the questions.
Sounds good.
Yes, ma'am. Gabs Tamara says, how difficult was it to come up with a cultural item to share? No. I am thinking we need to take things. You know, they usually tell us to take something to share. What did you take? I remember some of the stuff that I take. I guess she's asking, what did you take to share?
For your culture.
Is that what you mean, Tamara Gabs? Or Gabs Tamara? What
is it for your
Yes.
Is it for your cultural corner?
I guess, because she said cultural item to share. So I guess that's what she's talking about. Yes.
Okay. So basically they want you to, well, my program wants you to have a Jamaica cultural corner in your classroom. So all the things cultural, you can bring those. So what I did, I do the printout of the athletes, the Usain Bolts, the Miss Lou, the money, Jamaican money, all of those stuff. I bring the flag, so I could, set up and decorate an area in the classroom and display all of those items and share with the kids.
Yes.
Yes. So she can bring all those items when she's coming, or she could print those stuff in color when she gets here. But yeah.
So if that's what you meant, Gabs Tamara, like Diane, that's what I did. But I went to JIS and I bought, they have some poster looking cards with the flag, the heroes, the national tree, and stuff like that. And even Usain Bolt and those, they have those printed on things like, well, you say cardboard, but it's kind of thicker than a regular paper. And I brought those. Then you can go into the wholesale and buy your little flags or the big flags. any little thing Jamaican, just to share your culture with them. And also what some teachers do, as I mentioned last year, when they do their display, they do some sample, like coconut drops or stuff for them to taste, to get a feel of what our Jamaican culture is about. If that's what you mean, Gabs, that's something that you can do. And as Diane shared also what she did. What is a Joseph? Mary, our husband. For Savannah, I was told to apply with my resume and unofficial transcript for now. Okay, that's not a question. Should I submit both my diploma and degree transcripts or just my degree transcript for the course to course evaluation? Once your degree and diploma is from Jamaica, then you have to submit both. Unless one of them is from the United States, then you don't need to send both. But once they're from Jamaica, you have to send both. Megan Joseph say, hey guys, great job. I wonder if Diane know what Megan Joseph again.
Of course. Big up yourself, Joseph. Big up yourself, Joseph.
What support you get from VIF? Julie's asking. What type of support VIF provides for you?
Okay, so we get the relocation money every year.
Wow.
So every year you get the chance to get that a certain amount of money and you pay tax free. It's $2,000.
Okay.
Every year. So once you're in the program, you get the opportunity to get that money every year, and you just pay a little amount per month for that money. So that is one of, the perks.
Yes.
And they are really supportive because when you just come, they will come visit you in your class, right? That's pre-pandemic. They come and they visit you, they check on you, they watch you teach, they watch how you manage your class, they give you suggestions, they give you resources, they bring resources, so they do that for all their teachers. They just don't just bring you and just leave you like that. They come and they check on you. What I really love about them during this pandemic, when you can't do that much face-to-face thing, they develop this thing called a wellness check, monthly wellness check. So every month you'll get in your email, Diane Ricketts, how are you doing? Are you okay? Did you get COVID? How are you feeling? How is the family? And you have to, it's like a survey, right? You fill it out to let them know if you are doing well.
Yes.
Right? And if you're not doing well, they're going to reach out to you. When the pandemic just started, they called me. They actually called me on the phone to check on me. So they're caring. They really support their teachers. Once you have a problem and you reach out to them, they are going to do what it takes to help you because they're our sponsors. So that's what sponsors should do. So yes, participate. Great program.
Awesome. Guys, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Diane is doing an awesome job. You want to show that by giving her a thumbs up, guys. I see 50 people right now on the live. Go ahead. I should see 50 likes. Good luck, Chantel, on your second interview with Global. I wish you all the best. And then you can tell us what it was like after. Jessica Francis is asking, did you migrate with your kids?
Yes, I did. I migrated with 2 of my kids. It's the smaller ones.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. All the best. Yes. All right. So Julie's saying what they can bring for their corner, little flags, key rings, pens, wall pictures, and stuff like that. All right. Is that Diane Hamilton coming next week? No, Olivia. Olivia coming next week. All right. Thanks, Julie. Any more questions? I'm mentioning the Jamaican night where food. Oh, I'm mentioning the Jamaican night. Carlton Grant saying I'm mentioning the Jamaican night where food is prepared and shared with the staff.
Oh,
Is
okay.
that another thing that you can do? Go ahead, Diane.
Okay, so we're at my school. I don't know if I think it's done at other schools too. We have what is called a cultural, international night, where teachers come together and share different cultures. So Jamaicans can get to do their, presentation, and we get to cook food, bring food, and play Jamaican music, right? So parents would come in, eat Jamaican food, teachers, students would get to come in. So it's like you would give them a little passport and they will go to the different areas. So they come to the Jamaican area, then they go to the Filipino area, they go to the Honduran area, because I have, Honduran people working at my school. So it's a cultural night. So most of the times the Jamaicans who need to do, because you need to do an annual report. I don't know if your program do that, Stephanie. So we would take the opportunity to use that presentation as one of our cultural pieces.
Yes.
So yes, to write our annual report that we have to submit.
Okay.
Yes, so nice settings, Jamaican music plays. You don't know the vice master teach people for dance and them things. The people here, they love our culture. They love it. So I remember one time I was talking to another Jamaican. You know how we talk fast. So I said to the Jamaican, what the book there? So another teacher, a Filipino teacher, heard me and he came up and he was like, "What did you say?" And I translated for him. And every time that the teacher sees me, what the book there? What the book there? Yes. So they love Wagwan. They love the accent. They love the language. They embrace us.
Yes.
They embrace us. So yeah, the cultural thing. Yeah.
All right. So Denise Williams say congratulations, Diane. Julie Livermore says she love the mental check-ins, and that's really good. I think so too. And what I really love is the $2,000 for the relocation money every year. That is really good. I didn't know of any other I don't know of any other program that does an annual relocation money. Really.
Yes.
Really stunned by that. So that is really good. You're welcome, Chantel. She said, thanks much, Stephanie Samantha. I appreciate your live. So informative. Thank you, Stephanie Cummins. All right. I know Julie had said earlier, good job, Dr. Britton and Diane. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you so much, Julie.
Any questions? Let me see. Yes. Britton versus Leave me alone, Miss Ricky, Miss Joseph. Guys, as I said, thank you, Diane, for coming on today and sharing with us your experience. You did an awesome job. I like how you represented in your Jamaican colors, Jamaica to the world.
To the world.
Play our heritage, ready to share her experience here in North Carolina on Participate program. That program, as I said, is for the elites because, listen, they're going to take the best of the best. So as already you know, Diane is one of the best. And we are not saying we want to leave our country because guess what? I don't know about Diane, but I'm going back to Jamaica, to the classroom, because I need to share some of the experiences that I have been gaining here in the United States with our Jamaican babies. So I will be going back to share that. But next week, guys, we will be having Olivia, who has taught not only in the United States, but also in the Middle East. Guys,
I can't wait.
I know a lot of people is trying to go to the Middle East, but they want to hear from people. They want to hear from our own people who are there and experiencing it to see or to help them to better make a decision as to where to go. So you don't want to miss that next week. You will see the posters coming out. It might not be Sunday because of time difference, so it might be Saturday morning. Peter Gay said, big up Diane, positive vibrations. For those who don't know, let me say this. Diane has a YouTube channel. Diane, talk about your channel.
Oh, yes. Diane Ricketts vlog. Positive vibrations. Can I bust the song?
Yes, go ahead.
Positive vibrations. Positive vibrations. Positive vibrations. Positive vibrations.
I'll share the guys.
Positive
Don't look like
vibrations.
that.
Right, check out my vlog, guys. Check out my vlog. Right on my vlog, as I'm telling you, right now, I'm sharing how I stay right here where I am, and I'm building the dream home in Jamaica, right? Because guess what? I didn't get to build it before I leave, but you see the opportunity, the greatness, and now I can do it, and I'm sharing how I stay right here and getting it done. So check it out, guys.
All right.
Thank you so much, Stephanie, for the opportunity.
You're welcome. I'm finishing to read the things in the chat box. Julie Livermore said, good job, Diane. Thanks for sharing. Nicola said, to the world.
To the world. Is that Nicola Dawes? That's Myconian right there. Big up yourself, Myconian.
Dana B said, great job, Diane. Really appreciate. Lisa said, thanks for sharing. They only take primary teachers, though. I think would participate. I think that it's only primary teachers. Yes.
Elementary.
Megan Joseph said, thank you guys for sharing. Awesome stuff. Peter Gay says, big up, Diane. Positive vibrations. Carol Wellington says, my program only give the relocation loan once. I didn't get none at all. Chantel Olney says, global take secondary. Yes, I tried at the high school teacher, and I was to only primary. Yes. Bust it down. Yeah, man, them tell you to bust the dance in the chat there, Bust it.
Bust it down.
All right, so guys, that's it. If you did not see the video that was sent out this morning, you need to see that. We cannot just focus on programs. If this is something that you really want to do, you can try doing it by direct hiring. Some school district will hire you directly from wherever you go. And that's why you cannot miss the live next week by Olivia. Her story is different from Julie's and Diane. You got to hear her story. You got to see that Jamaicans are smart, we're determined, and if we make up our minds to do something, we're going to get it done. You don't want to miss that from Olivia next week when we go live. International teacher in the United States and the Middle East. So guys, I see somebody's asking how can they get started. Check my channel out. There's a lot of videos on there with different programs you can apply to. Tell us a little about also a little about direct hiring, Jessica, is that you're not going through a program. Like Diane is on Participate, I came on Faces, so we apply to the programs, and the program sponsors a J1 visa. They sponsor us a DS 2019 for us to go to the embassy to get the J1 visa. With direct hiring, you are hired directly by the school district. You don't go through anybody like a third party, because I would say the program sponsor is like a third party who's basically putting you on to the school district. With direct hiring, you're not going through that. You are directly applying to the school district. If you saw those videos, the video this morning, you directly go on Los Angeles School District and you apply. If they see what they like on your application, then they're going to reach out to you. Then they're going to interview you. Then their lawyer will contact you or whoever it is that's responsible for their hiring process, and they will send the paperwork for you to go to the embassy to get your visa. That way you're not on a program. You are hired directly by the school district. Teachers, it can be done. Yes. It's not just the programs that you can get here on to work. Direct hiring, it is possible. It is very much alive and well. A lot of Filipino teachers, I can tell you about the Filipinos because I have them here where I was my last school. I know Diane has some there also. The Filipino teachers in Arizona, you have a lot. And Arizona was ones in the video. A lot of Filipino teachers are in Arizona and they did not come on a program. They got hired directly. If you look on that video where you look at the list of schools in Arizona, all those schools, you just look which one you like and put your applications in. There was a list of school in that video. So that's about it. I watched it but don't understand much. Yeah, basically it's saying, and if somebody else watched it and did not understand, basically what the direct hiring is saying, Jessica, put your application in and you're applying directly to the school,
them,
and they will be hiring you directly. You're not going through a teaching program. You're not being sponsored by a program like Participate or Faces to Go. You are being hired directly by the school district. Okay, so that's all it means. And you can put, notice the one for Los Angeles, they had a section there for foreign teachers where they tell you what the foreign expectancy or whatever it is they're expecting from you as a foreign teacher, and they're basically telling you as a foreign teacher you can apply to us. Anybody here ever tried global educational concepts? Concepts are partners. So Jessica, did that clear things up for you? Let me know in the chat box. Did that clear things up for you? What it means by direct hiring? Simply put, you are not going through a sponsor. You are not going through a program. You're not going with Faces or Global or, you know, TPG. I have a friend who applied to GEC. Okay, Global Educational Concepts. Wow. All right, so that's one I need to get some more details on. Come on, Jessica, let me know. Jessica, did you understand clearly now what direct hiring is? All right, so guys, that's it. Diane, thanks again for coming. Positive vibrations. Remember, Diane said when you come, be positive, be open-minded, be flexible, be adaptable. I know sometimes it's hard. It can be hard for us to adapt to changes quickly, but you have to at least try to adapt and see how it's going to be benefiting to you. And interview coming inside. Okay, so guys, if that's it and you have no more questions, go ahead and share the video. Give the video a thumbs up if you did not, guys. Visa for when you do direct hiring. Usually, if it's direct hiring, it's going to be similar, and the thing is, it's going to be more than likely it's going to be a H-1B visa and not a J visa. Okay, more than likely when you do direct hiring, it's going to be a H-1B visa and not a J-1B visa. And as I said, it depends on how long the school district is going to need you for. They might say, okay, put 3 years on it, but don't quote me and say it's always going to be 3. But most of the teachers I know is 3, but you might see 1 or 2 also. But remember, even if you see 1 year and you do well, they will renew it. Okay? All right, since there is a direct hiring, try Florida because they need teachers. Okay. Nicola, share with them which school district in Florida so they can know. Yes, big up yourself, Stephanie.
Yes, Nicola.
Yes, you're welcome. Well done, guys. All right, Nicola. Which county, Nicola, in Florida? All right, guys, that's it. We will see you next time. Same place, same time. Thanks for joining, and we will see you again.
Yes, friends. Thank you so much. At Jojo, big up yourself. Celebrity Julie, big up yourself. All my family and friends, big up on yourself.
All right.
One love.